swatting, prank, or something more. Here are some definitions to keep in mind during today's video. Swatting, the action or practice of making a prank call to emergency services in an attempt to bring about the dispatch of a large number of armed police officers to a particular address. Emergency, a serious, unexpected, and often dangerous situation requiring immediate action. Prank, a practical joke or mischievous act. Response, a reaction to something. Swatting, a term coined from SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics, is the act of making a fake emergency call, often involving serious threats, to trigger a massive police response. The origins of swatting trace back to the early 2000s, emerging from online gaming and internet communities. As technology advanced, swatters evolved their tactics, exploiting vulnerabilities in communication systems to conceal their identity and location. A swatting event unfolds as a malicious prank with potentially dangerous consequences. The swatter then places an anonymous call to emergency services, fabricating a life-threatening situation. The call is routed to the dispatch center, where operators assess the information and relay it to law enforcement. Law enforcement responds with urgency, believing they are dealing with a critical incident. Officers arrive at the victim's location, unaware that the emergency is a hoax. As the situation unfolds, officers assess the surroundings, searching for signs of danger or suspicious activity. Eventually, officers may realize that the emergency call was a hoax. Law enforcement initiates an investigation to identify the swatter and hold them accountable. Swatting is a dangerous hoax with real-world consequences. Stay informed, stay safe, and report any suspicious behavior to law enforcement. Famous people are not immune to swatting, a disturbing trend where even the most high-profile individuals become targets of this malicious hoax. Swatting doesn't discriminate. Its repercussions ripple through the lives of those targeted, leaving behind fear, trauma, and lasting emotional scars. When law enforcement responds to a swatting incident, the scene can be intense and overwhelming. Here's what you may expect to witness during a law enforcement response. As officers arrive, you'll see them gearing up in tactical uniforms and equipment. This includes body armor, helmets, and specialized gear designed for high-risk situations. In more serious cases, you may witness specialized units like SWAT teams arriving. These highly trained officers are equipped to handle dangerous and complex situations. As law enforcement approaches the location, you'll notice their cautious and controlled movements. Officers take positions, ensuring maximum safety for themselves and the occupants. Officers may use megaphones or loudspeakers to communicate with the occupants. They'll instruct anyone inside to come out slowly, keeping their hands visible throughout the operation. Officers' primary concern is safety, both for themselves and the individuals inside the premises. They'll work to de-escalate tensions and ensure a peaceful resolution. Beyond the chaos and confusion, a swatting incident leaves a lasting mark that goes far beyond the immediate danger. For the victim of a swatting hoax, the psychological impact can be profound. What begins as an ordinary day transforms into a nightmare. Victims are thrust into a situation beyond their control. The feeling of vulnerability is overwhelming, as they find themselves caught in a high-stress encounter. The psychological impact of swatting is a stark reminder that beyond the headlines and chaos, real people endure real pain. Support, understanding, and a commitment to healing can help victims navigate the path toward recovery. The first step is to educate staff and residents. Raise awareness about swatting, its potential consequences, and how to recognize and report suspicious activity. Promote open lines of communication, where everyone feels comfortable sharing concerns and stays informed about the risks of swatting. Implement a robust surveillance system. Strategically placed security cameras act as a deterrent and provide valuable evidence in case of a swatting attempt. Forge strong partnerships with local law enforcement agencies. Establish a direct line of communication to share information, coordinate responses, and gather intelligence. In the pursuit of safety and preparedness, effective training serves as the cornerstone, equipping individuals with the knowledge and skills to respond confidently to potential threats. Preparedness is not a static state, but an ongoing commitment. Regularly evaluating your preparedness plans ensures you're ready to face any challenge that comes your way. Learning from experience is invaluable. After each mock drill or real incident, gather feedback from participants and review what went well and what could be better. Thank you for participating in the MROC Consulting lesson plan on swatting. We hope you enjoyed this presentation and learned something new.